night.
And from San Antonio, Texas, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Well, folks, it was WrestleMania 14, and we thought we'd seen Shawn Michaels for the last time, but he came back at SummerSlam, not to wrestle, but to fight. And then at Survivor Series 8 days ago, he won the World Heavyweight Championship in the first ever Elimination Chamber.
You know, I guess the Heartbreak Kid is really the comeback kid. I thought it was impossible, but he did it.
This is Shawn Michaels' first title defense since winning the World Heavyweight. Shawn Michaels had the will to win at Survivor Series. He had the belief that he could reach down into his soul and pull it off and beat anybody in that ring with him. And that's exactly what he did. He beat 5 other men.
Yeah, but you have to admit, Cole, he had an advantage. He didn't have to enter that Elimination Chamber until very late in the match. He got to sit back and watch a lot of those guys literally beat the hell out of each other.
Including Rob Van Dam, who was in that match from the get-go.
Rob Van Dam with the offense.
Shawn Michaels is 2-0 since returning to action back in August at SummerSlam.
Yeah, you're right. HBK's record is unblemished since returning. But he certainly didn't look like a winner when he was being carted out of the arena on a stretcher at SummerSlam.
Of course, King, referring to the post-match attack on Shawn Michaels at the hands of Triple H.
And his trusty sledgehammer. Of course, that was one of the most brutal attacks I have ever seen. Rob Van Dam won a triple threat match here live last week to become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship.
And Booker T and Chris Jericho were the other 2 men in that match.
And let's not forget Christian and Scott Steiner interjected themselves into the match. It was pure chaos. But when the smoke cleared, it was Rob Van Dam who walked away with tonight's title opportunity.
Shawn Michaels has to be protective of his lower back. It'll never be the same following his well-documented back.
Oh, watch out. What's he going to do here? Bam! Big forearm off the rope from HBK.
And a kick up by Shawn Michaels. And Michaels is feeling it. Shawn Michaels is feeling it. Sweet chin music time.
Tuning up the band. Here it comes. And now RVD ducks the sweet chin music and hits with his own. Uh-oh. It might be time to run.
Michaels goes down hard.
You know, this is an absolute assault on HB. That's it. He's out. Well, that's only after then undisputed WWE.
Rob Van Dam.
Whoa!
5-star frog splash to the back of Shawn Michaels. Can Van Dam capitalize?
All he's got to do is turn HBK over, and this should be it. Here we go.
Van Dam into the cover. Hooks the leg. Who the heck? Hey! Triple H! Triple H is here!
Look out!
Ruining this title match with a pedigree to Van Dam!
Yeah, but you gotta know, this is not about Rob Van Dam. This is the vindictive Triple H going against, going after Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Triple H that has been obsessed with the Heartbreak Kid.
Oh, no, wait a minute, put that down. What? Oh, this is not gonna be good. The game with that steel chair in the ring. And look at the way he's eyeing Shawn Michaels. He despises Shawn Michaels. He will not stop at anything until he ends Shawn Michaels' career.
Shawn is down and out here.
Oh, wait! Look at this!
Michaels firing back, big right hands to Triple H.
Oh!
Right back to the midsection to the game. And now the game hammering away on Michaels. This is turning into a brawl here. And Michaels never giving up, King. He's got the heart. He's got the guts. He's got the soul of a champion.
Shawn Michaels just will not quit. But wait a minute, look out!
Right through the chair.
Oh.
When is this going to end?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your special guest referee, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels involved in a great World Heavyweight title defense against Rob Van Dam here last week before it was interrupted by Triple H. But Michaels will be at Armageddon in less than 2 weeks in Fort Lauderdale, Florida on pay-per-view.
Yeah, but who will he face? Will it be Rob Van Dam or Triple H?
The following contest is set for one fall, and it is to determine the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, being accompanied by Ric Flair, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 252 pounds, Triple H!
Triple H has to pin Rob Van Dam or make him submit. If the game gets disqualified for violating the rules, Rob Van Dam goes to Armageddon to meet Shawn Michaels for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, that's right, Cole, but Shawn Michaels has to call this thing right down the middle. If he doesn't, he could be stripped of the title right here tonight.
And making his way to the ring, from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing in at 235 pounds, Rob Van Dam!
It was 3 months ago tonight on September 2nd that Triple H was awarded the World Heavyweight Championship by Eric Bischoff. On that same night, Triple H lost a tag team match and was pinned by none other than Rob Van Dam. It could be fate, King.
Well, Rob Van Dam has been so close to being world champion on so many occasions, it's not even funny.
Thinking back, I didn't think Shawn Michaels would ever return to WWE, but he came back at SummerSlam and beat
Triple H with a cover on Rob Van Dam, and there's Shawn Michaels, and oh man, Triple H is not going to like that, King.
You think that was a little slow?
You think?
The game is livid.
And now Rob Van Dam rolling up Triple H, and
oh! A really fast count from Shawn Michaels now on the game. Well, you gotta hand it to Shawn Michaels. He's not exactly an impartial referee in this one, is he? Oh, what a knee! Oh man, that knee looked painful. Triple H is taking complete and total control of this match. After what Triple H and Shawn Michaels have been through over the years, I'm still in shock that they have become such bitter enemies today.
Well, it's hard to believe, King, as the founding fathers of D-Generation X, these two were nearly inseparable.
Well, the rose came off the DX bloom almost immediately after Shawn Michaels lost the WWE Championship to Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 14.
Well, you're right, King, of course. Triple H claims Michaels dropped the ball that night at WrestleMania. The game then went on to reform DX with X-Pac, Road Dogg, and Billy Gunn, and without Shawn Michaels.
Oh, look at RVD. Here's a reversal. He whips Triple H into the corner. What's RVD going to do here? Oh, big shoulder block. Right to the gut. And another. Look at this. Well,
Thinking back, I didn't think Shawn Michaels would ever return to WWE, but he came back at SummerSlam and beat
Triple H with the cover on Rob Van Dam, and there's Shawn Michaels, and oh man, Triple H is not gonna like that, King.
You think that was a little slow?
You think?
The game is living.
And now Rob Van Dam rolling up Triple H, and oh!
A really fast count from Shawn Michaels now on the game. Well, you gotta hand it to Shawn Michaels. He's not exactly an impartial referee in this one, is he? Oh, did you see that knee? Did you hear how his leg connected?
Another stiff kick. Neither individual is going to back down here.
Oh, man, that may have knocked him out cold. After what Triple H and Shawn Michaels have been through over the years, I'm still in shock that they have become such bitter enemies today.
Well, it's hard to believe, King, as the founding fathers of D-Generation X, these two were nearly inseparable.
Well, the rose came off the DX bloom almost immediately after Shawn Michaels lost the WWE Championship to Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 14.
Well, you're right, King, of course. Triple H claims Michaels dropped the ball that night at WrestleMania. The game then went on to reform DX with X-Pac, Road Dogg, and Billy Gunn, and without Shawn Michaels.
All right. Man, this rivalry between Triple H and Shawn Michaels goes well beyond wins and losses. The game is hell-bent on making HBK's life a living hell.
And ironically, before this match started, Michaels told Triple H that as long as he has the World Heavyweight Championship, it's the game's life that will be a living hell.
Well, it's hard to argue that. Oh, look at RVD. There's a reversal. He whips Triple H into the corner. What's RVD going to do here? Oh, big shoulder block.
Right to the gut.
And another. Look at this. Triple H with the clothesline. Whoa, they both ducked. And now RVD off the ropes onto HBK. Woo, a jumping corner splash. Now what?
He was one step ahead on that one.
And Triple H with a reversal.
Now that's because the game has a gift for getting out of trouble, Cole.
This past Thursday,
That's it. He's done.
Under the ring. But this isn't a no disqualification match.
He might be trying to get disqualified.
And we're going back between the ropes.
Great offense by Rob Van Dam.
And he gets out of the ring, stopping this assault for the moment. Now back to the ring.
You have to respect the confidence and poise Triple H is showing.
Oh, man!
That's it.
Did you hear that?
I'm just glad I didn't feel it. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if Eric Bischoff came out here and stripped Shawn Michaels of the World Heavyweight Championship right now.
oh, come on, King. Why in the world would you say that?
What?
Michaels hasn't done anything to warrant that happening.
Bad officiating, Cole. This is as one-sided as it gets. Michaels is obviously for Rob Van Dam.
Can he score the pin?
Oh, no, look at this.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels reluctantly counting the 1, 2, 3.
I know Shawn Michaels hates that, but the game shoving it right in Michaels' face. 1, 2, 3, and now what? Oh, look at this. Triple H demanding that Shawn Michaels raise the game's hand in victory. Here, I guess he's going to have to eat crow and do it.
Oh! No, he isn't! Michaels unloading on Triple H, and Triple H turning the tables. and another brawl is broken out between these two.
Oh my gosh, the fists are flying. The game and Shawn Michaels going at it.
Emotions running so high between these two men. They can't stand each other.
Wow.
This has become so personal each and every week.
Well, they got here. Oh, big elbow off the rope, and woo, the showstopper back to his feet.
And finally, some help out here.
Yeah, they're gonna have to try.
Oh, sweet chin music.
Well, Triple H may have won this match, but he sure didn't win the fight.
The King of Kings, the Heartbreak Kid, two forces set to meet in a 3 stages of hell match at Armageddon. The first fall, a knockdown drag-em-out street fight. The second fall, a more menacing arena as a hellacious steel cage surrounds the two combatants. And if necessary, the final stage, where victory is won from the top of a ladder. Our story begins at Survivor Series.
Shawn Michaels with the elbow from the top of the chamber. Shawn Michaels is the world's heavyweight champion.
Legendary World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair surprisingly showed a sign of support for the new champion.
There was a time I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that I was the man. The kid up on the rafters said, "Hey, Nature Boy, you ain't the man anymore. It's Shawn Michaels."
Until Flair made clear what his message was really about.
There is a new man in town. At Armageddon, the man, the bigger, better version, the best wrestler alive today, Triple H. If you're not ready to pass the torch, he'll kill you.
The night was far from over for Triple H and Shawn Michaels, as Raw culminated in a brawl that would set the stage for Armageddon.
We're not seeing Shawn Michaels. You're seeing the showstopper right now. Taking out Flair. He's taking out the #1 contender. Oh my God, he's pounding that ladder to the top. No, God, no! Michaels the elbow on the top of the semi.
A clash of colossal proportions as Triple H takes on Shawn Michaels in 3 stages of hell.
The following contest is for the World Heavyweight Championship and is scheduled for the next 2 out of 3 falls. The first fall will be a street fight. The second fall will be held inside a steel cage. And the third fall, if necessary, will be a ladder match. At this time, accompanied by Nature Boy Ric Flair, here is the challenger. From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing 272 pounds, Triple H.
Triple H is the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. The cerebral assassin is a calculating career killer. And tonight the game wants to win the world title. And he would love to end Shawn Michaels' career once and for all while he's at it.
Well, you're right about that, Cole. We've heard it over and over. The end is near. And the game may be the end of Shawn Michaels right here tonight.
from San Antonio, Texas, weighing 225 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
After what we saw on Raw last week with Shawn Michaels jumping off that semi and driving his elbow into Triple H while he was in a dumpster, I think that answered the question as to whether it's going to be Shawn Michaels or whether it's going to be HBK here tonight. That was HBK all the way.
Yeah, but I don't know if that truly did answer the question, Cole. Sure, that was HBK. That was the showstopper jumping off the top of that semi. But if you ask me, that was Shawn Michaels who had to lay in wait and hit Triple H with a shovel to get him into that position in the first place. Now what's going to happen tonight when they face each other nose to nose?
Shawn Michaels, and look at what he's doing, King.
Yeah, he's mocking Ric Flair. That strut.
Not many people can mock Nate and get away with it. Oh, and Flair's livid. And Triple H trying to calm Flair down. Oh, the master of the mind games. Shawn Michaels again. Oh, yeah!
What? Is the referee throwing? Oh, no! He's not only throwing Flair out of here, he threw him down on the ground.
Shawn Michaels, what a ploy by Michaels.
This is the ultimate humiliation for the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Oh, what about this? This match is underway, minus the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo!
This is the first fall in this match, and it is a street fight. No disqualifications, no countouts. The match will continue until one man either loses by pinfall or submission. Anything goes in a street fight.
Yeah, and with the abuse that both these men are likely to go through under these street fight rules, you got to believe that whoever wins this first fall is going to have a huge advantage.
Good point, King, because no matter how resilient both Triple H and Shawn Michaels are, whichever one loses this first fall may not be able to recuperate from the punishment he suffers in this street fight environment.
Well, that's it. Well, we've talked for years about Shawn Michaels' resiliency, his will to win. Still so face first, pedigree from the game. Lateral press.
Oh, and Triple H wins the first fall in 3 stages of hell.
Triple H.
Oh, man. That is huge.
And now, the second fall will be contested inside the steel cage.
Oh, no.
To win the fall, you must win it by either pinfall or escape through the door or over the top. In either case of escape, both feet must touch the floor.
And look at the game. He's loading the ring with weapons. Well, this match is underway, but before that cage came down, the game was smart enough to load the ring up with weapons he can use. Well, the referee might have made the biggest call of the match before the bell had even sounded when he ejected Triple H's mentor and advisor, Ric Flair, from the contest. Unfairly, I might add.
I don't know if it was or wasn't fair, King, but it's the referee's call, and the referee's call is final.
Yeah, but Flair didn't do anything to deserve that. Uh-oh, a steel chair. Oh!
King, did you see that?
Oh, man, it doesn't get much closer than that. Oh, no! Oh, my gosh! I thought he was going to get leveled there. Hey!
Wow, he was just about to get his head taken off. Oh, man!
That's it.
Did you hear that?
I'm just glad I didn't feel it.
Triple H for so long lived in the shadow of Shawn Michaels in the late 90s. I find it interesting that before Shawn Michaels was injured, Triple H had 2 title reigns. When Shawn Michaels got hurt and had to sit down for 4 years, Triple H had 10 title reigns.
Well, I think that what you just said proves Triple H's point. When Shawn Michaels went away, Triple H became the man. Triple H didn't care how he becomes champion, as long as he is the champion.
Oh, good point, kid.
Man, there's no getting up from that. Well, say what you will about his size and...
This has been a punishing match.
Hey, wait a minute.
Look at... What is Flair doing?
Flair has just opened the cage inside the cage.
Flair has no business being in that cage. That dirty SOB.
Well, he may regret getting in the cage if you ask me. Look at this.
Oh! taking it today. Meanwhile, Triple H taking advantage of the distraction. Whoa, the pedigree, back body drop from Michaels. Sweet chin music.
Shawn Michaels with the sweet chin music on the Nature Boy, and now the Game and Nate are down.
Triple H makes the cover.
Michaels reverses it.
He gets out of trouble there.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
Oh, Shawn Michaels wants to inflict some punishment. He wants to humiliate Triple H. The showstopper has shown up.
Well, just as Triple H wanted to cripple Shawn Michaels, to put HBK back in a wheelchair, Shawn Michaels would love to do the same thing to the Game.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised to see Shawn Michaels drive that semi in here and try to jump off of it again, just like he did last week. He's going to take another chance. Uh-oh.
Shawn Michaels hits the jackpot with a huge move.
Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet.
And Michaels once again tuning up the band. Sweet chin music connects.
He could pin his opponent right here.
Oh, it's Shawn Michaels, and he's even things up.
The winner of this fall, evening this bout at one fall apiece, Shawn Michaels.
Both these superstars are spent, but Shawn Michaels has got it back to even. Wait a minute.
And now, the third and deciding fall will be contested as a ladder match.
Oh my gosh. Once again, it goes from bad to worse. No, Michael, I don't think either one of these superstars have the strength or power left to even climb a ladder.
It's hard to put into words what this comeback for Shawn Michaels has meant for so many in the WWE Universe. Away from the ring for over 4 years, King, after severely injuring his back all the way back in 1998.
Well, I realize all that, but was it a smart decision for him to make this comeback? I mean, could it cost him his health in later years?
Well, it might, but it's something Shawn Michaels had to do. HBK is a proud athlete with the soul of a warrior.
Man, I used to never see this happen to HBK. I'd never see the showstopper get beat up like this.
Is that proof that Shawn Michaels is a half step slower than he used to be? Or is it just a testament to the cerebral assassin's ability?
Well, you know, it's probably a little bit of both. And if HBK or the showstopper really is half a step slower, believe me, the cerebral assassin is going to take every advantage of it.
There's a lot of things under the ring, and all of them hurt.
And he gets back in.
And there's the reversal.
Oh, man, right off the ladder. He may be broken in half.
He's got a nasty-looking object in his hands.
What a shot. What a shot from the ladder. He's heading up the ladder.
Look at this. Triple H is going to do it.
Triple H is going to win the championship. Shawn Michaels playing defense and saving the title.
Oh, man, so close for the Game, but HBK able to pull.
Oh, sweet chin music knocks Triple H to the floor.
And you know what this means? If Shawn Michaels can get to his feet, all he's got to do is climb that ladder.
What is Flair doing? Flair very active at ringside, but that's what it's all about. The prize hanging above the ladder. Shawn Michaels could be just moments away. Michaels checks the scenery. Now he's going to climb the ladder. He's going to head up top, King. He's looking for the championship.
Well, Shawn Michaels has had the heck beat out of him, but somehow he's reaching down deep here. Make that last rung. Oh, look at this. Triple H.
Michaels sent to a table. What a spin.
God. Shawn Michaels' body lying helpless on the floor after going through those tables, and now it looks like it's clear sailing to the titles for the game. Oh my gosh, he nearly fell. And there's the ladder.
Everything.
The hands of the game grab the biggest prize in the game. And I'll tell you what, Cole, both these men may never be the same.
That may have ended Shawn Michaels' career, and it came at the hands of Triple H. But the game may have taken months of his own career, too. What an amazing performance by both men.
It's all about the game, and how you play it. All about control, and if you can take it. All about your debt, and if you can play it. It's all about pay. Who's gonna make it? I am the game. You don't wanna play me. I am the control. No way you can shake me.
After months of bitter, intense battles, Armageddon seemed to put a bookmark in the chapter of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. But there was certainly no rest for the weary. Just as the game and HBK were at their most vulnerable, other superstars were making their play to capitalize.
HBK really does stand for Has Been Kid.
Chris Jericho set his sights on ending the career of his childhood hero, Shawn Michaels. Meanwhile, Booker T challenged Triple H for the coveted World Heavyweight Championship.
Triple H may be looking at the next heavyweight champion of the world.
Both rivalries would culminate in two epic encounters at WrestleMania 19.
Michaels with a roll-up. Oh, yes! Pedigree! Pedigree! And it's over.
But it wasn't until the night after WrestleMania that the game and HBK would cross paths again, granting a voice of reason to emerge from the shadows.
You guys are my friends. We gotta get this together.
You gotta know something, man. It ain't never gonna be over between me and Shawn Michaels. You've gotta make a choice. It's either him or me.
Triple H, defiant in his ways, refused to see the light, and tensions would again flare.
Thank goodness for Nash and Jericho. They stopped Shawn Michaels at the very, very last second. There's Kevin Nash. Triple H is trying to explain to Nash that Shawn Michaels kicked Triple H.
What? What the hell is that about?
There's got to be a method to the madness of the game.
In the backlash of the destruction, Triple H and Shawn Michaels would be joined by four top contenders in a 3-on-3 six-man tag team matchup.
What a night it's gonna be Sunday at Backlash!
The following contest is a six-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Chris Jericho.
So many personal issues here tonight, especially with this man, Chris Jericho.
Well, let me tell you, Cole, it takes the king to know a king. And Chris Jericho is now called the king of the world. And that's one king that wants to put a stop to the showstopper in this match tonight.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 234 pounds, Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
It's Nate, one of the greatest of all time, a 16-time world champion.
Wait a minute, Cole. Only his close personal friends like me and Triple H can call him Nate. You have to call him Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Think about the dichotomy of this match, King. On one side, there you see Booker T, but Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash. And the relationship they've had with that man, Triple H, over the years, and it's come down to this here tonight.
Yeah, Kevin Nash has come back, and he wants to get his hands on Triple H, but look at this. Triple H wants none of Big Sexy, does he?
Jericho in, and here comes Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels with a little mocking of the Nature Boy Ric Flair there before this match gets underway. Here they go.
This is going to be a good one.
King, when you talk about all 6 of these men, all of them have at one point in their career been at the very top.
Oh, without a doubt. And probably the longest man at the top is Nate, Ric Flair, World Heavyweight Champion for years and years and years. And Triple H, World Heavyweight Champion now. He's been at the top of his game for years, too. But you're right about another thing, Cole. Every one of these guys is a true superstar in every sense of the word.
All 6 of these men used to being in the spotlight, used to be in the middle of it all.
I want to talk about the proper strategy for any kind of tag team match. Let's face it, you want to target one individual opponent. You want to wear him down, make the constant tags, get a fresh man in, and wear your opponent down. That's classic tag team wrestling.
And King, we've got superstars in the ring tonight who know exactly what you're talking about. Extremely seasoned performers.
Well, there's the showboat, Shawn Michaels. The one thing you know he's going to try to do in this match is steal the spotlight from the entire team. I mean, he needs all the attention to himself.
Oh, look at Shawn Michaels in that ring, King. When you see some of the moves he has, you have to say that he is in unbelievable shape.
Okay, I'll give you that. But he still needs to remember that he's part of a team here tonight. It's not all about himself.
Dear Lord, those lariats can do so much damage.
He's got him up. So important that every member of both teams is on the same page right now. I mean, you have to work as a team, as a well-oiled machine, because the team that will be successful is the team that's the most unified.
Yes, King, that's what tonight is all about. It's not about being individuals, it's about being a team. It's about being a good teammate, doing whatever is necessary to help.
That's it. He's out. You hear how his leg connected?
Straight right by Triple H.
Reversal. Kevin Nash showing his prowess. And Nash avoids certain doom there.
Yep, you got to wake up pretty early in the morning to get one past Big Sexy.
King, I've got to ask you, even though Kevin Nash and HBK are competing as teammates tonight, we heard Triple H tell Kevin Nash a couple of weeks ago that HBK eventually would turn on him. Do you think that could happen here tonight?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you never know. You never know what guys like HBK and Kevin Nash are thinking. Sure, they're friends now, but friends in their book means they'll stab you in the front instead of stabbing you in the back. Big Daddy Cool. Let's see what he's got. As you said before the match, he hadn't been in the ring competing in a long, long time.
Well, that's true, but Kevin Nash still looks to be in prime condition, King.
Certainly one thing we know hasn't changed is that Big Daddy Cool still has that strength. Triple H knows how to polish off an opponent. Uh-oh, big move coming.
Uh-oh, trying to put him away.
Man, there's no getting up from that.
The question with Kevin Nash coming in tonight was, having only come back a few weeks ago, would ring rust be an issue for him?
Well, I don't know about that, Cole. That may be just the case because Big Daddy Cool is not very cool right now.
But Kevin Nash, over 7 feet, over 300 pounds, so big, so strong, has the strength to turn any situation around. King, we've talked about being a team and not competing as individuals, but with so many egos in this match and so many guys wanting to go after one other guy, is that even possible?
Who knows? I mean, Cole, you have to look at these 6 individuals and tell me, who do you think has the biggest ego?
To answer your question, it's hard to say who has the biggest ego among these 6 superstars, but if I had to pick, I'd pick Triple H, the Game. He's the best there is, and he will be the first one to tell. Oh, that's it. That's got to be it. Triple H, now that's a finishing move, people.
You look at Kevin Nash and that size of his, and you know what they say. The bigger they are,
the harder they fall, right?
No. Usually when it comes to Kevin Nash, it's the bigger they are, the harder they punch. But the way it looks tonight, I think the bigger they are, the harder they fall might actually be right. Dropped! And that was a hard shot. Looks like somebody wants back in this match.
And he's in there trying to get something going for his partner.
Reversal! Kevin Nash showing his prowess.
Triple H doing a great job of turning that around.
The knee. Oh, he's in trouble now. Hey, he's going for it again.
Pedigree. The Game's going to do it.
Oh, no. Hard shot now. Nasty landing. There he goes again. We got a cover.
2, 3.
That's it. Triple H got it.
The World Heavyweight Champion and his team are victorious. Triple H. Not a power bomb for... Oh! Sledgehammer!
Coming off a grueling title defense, Triple H was steadily building his legacy as one of the greatest world heavyweight champions in WWE history. The following night on Raw, the Game looked to take the night off. However, Stone Cold Steve Austin had other plans.
You can pick your own opponent tonight, as long as that opponent is a former world champion. I'll wrestle the greatest former world heavyweight champion of all time, Ric Flair.
What?
I'm overwhelmed. I mean, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened in my entire life. The best versus the best, just like we talked about.
I chose you to stick it up Austin's ass. I chose you not because you're Ric Flair. I chose you because you're Ric Flair. You'll lay down.
With Ric Flair's integrity at stake, Shawn Michaels paid Flair a visit to remind him who he was and give the dirtiest player in the game his confidence back.
Do you really think I can go out there and beat a guy like Triple H right now?
I know you can do it.
Where's Flair getting this from?
After what I saw you do to Triple H,
Look at these shots by Flair.
I am here to tell you that you, Ric Flair, were, are, and will always be the greatest wrestler in the world. And I just want to know if I'm in the same league with Ric Flair.
You, Michael, will always be a Ric Flair wannabe.
He just took a punch on Michael.
I am not the little boy watching my idol. I am a Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper. You didn't pass the torch to me. I took it from you.
Ric Flair.
Shawn Michaels had bad blood. The dream match, perhaps of all time.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 234 pounds, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair!
People ask, who do you think is the greatest champion of all time? To me, it's a toss-up. It's either Ric Flair or Shawn Michaels. Flair dominated the 80s as no one has ever dominated a decade. Shawn Michaels dominated the 90s and took what Flair had done to another level.
Well, there have been a lot of guys who wanted to be like Ric Flair.
From San Antonio, Texas, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
From just down the road in San Antonio, Shawn Michaels has made his way here to Houston.
Well, you said it before, Cole. Nobody dominated the 80s like Ric Flair. And nobody dominated in the 90s like Shawn Michaels. But you know what? This is 2003. Who's going to dominate tonight?
We can think back to the last 20 years and some of the greatest five-star matches and Match of the Year candidates, and one common denominator is that they usually had either Ric Flair or Shawn Michaels in them.
And that's why this match is almost guaranteed to be special. I love it!
The Texas crowd does too, King. The cheers for HBK already starting up from his home state fans. But you can hear that Flair has his cult following too, as always.
He drops the elbow. Drives the elbow down again. He almost took his head off with that lariat.
Man, that was a vicious elbow drop. You know, Shawn Michaels might be as athletic a superstar as we have in WWE today. And
that's always the one thing to watch out for in a Shawn Michaels match. With his athleticism, HBK has the ability to dictate the pace of a match, like a fast-break basketball team.
Well, that's if he gets going, Cole. Ric Flair is doing everything he can to prevent Shawn Michaels from getting any kind of momentum in this match. Woo! Oh, I bet we see Nature Boy reach even deeper into his bag of tricks tonight than he usually does. Desperate people do desperate things, and Ric Flair needs to win this match here tonight.
And we all know what kind of tactics Ric Flair can call on when he's desperate. The dirtiest player in the game didn't earn that nickname by playing nice.
Well, he was able to reverse and get out of that.
The one thing Ric Flair wants to do here tonight is the gate.
What's Flair going for here? But wait, a reversal by Shawn Michaels, and ooh, Flair hit that corner hard. He's dazed.
Yeah, really dazed.
Here comes HBK. Flair in the corner now. Shawn Michaels has him, but wait a minute. Referee. Oh, look at that!
Blatant low blow.
And I think Ric Flair got both HBK and the referee. What are you gonna do now, Nature Boy? Woo! What a counter! Dropped, and that was a hard shot.
Ric Flair is getting ready here.
What a move!
Look out, Ric Flair.
Oh, look at this! Ric Flair with a figure four, but no!
Shoved right into the official. And now Shawn Michaels is ready to go. And he's tuning up the band for some sweet chin music on Nate.
Look out, Nature Boy!
And he connects! Who the heck? Randy Orton!
With a steel chair to the back of Shawn Michaels. And look at this, he's putting Nature Boy on top of HBK.
The youngest member of Evolution.
Are you kidding? The
Helping out
referee.
his buddy Flair.
And there's the 3 count. I can't believe this, Cole.
No, I can't. That's the way these guys operate.
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, he's almost unconscious. There's no way he could have won this match over Shawn Michaels without the help of Randy Orton. Ric Flair can barely stand, but Shawn Michaels is out.
dividends.
What you see in this ring is the greatest example of evolution.
As the members of Triple H's new faction, Evolution, continued to grow, so did the problems for the Heartbreak Kid.
Shawn Michaels is the next legend that I'm going to kill.
It's Legend versus the Legend Killer. Michaels going. No, he's caught. Sweet chin music. Oh, Michaels blocked into the RKO. And Orton wins it. The Legend Killer prevails.
Later that same night, Triple H's long title reign came to an end. In the weeks to come, the game would enlist an animal in an effort to reclaim his throne.
That's Batista! The hell? Batista sounding Shawn Michaels!
HBK's problems only became worse with the addition of the newest member of Evolution. At the 2003 Survivor Series, the animal would unleash his rage.
We're down to Shawn Michaels and Randy Orton! Wait a minute! That animal! Batista! No!
Look, Shawn, I powerbombed your ass straight to hell.
Hey, just come on down, you jacked up Nimrod.
Batista and Michaels will go one-on-one at Armageddon.
Dave Batista, 6'5", 325 pounds.
In 30 years that I've been around this business, I don't think I've ever seen a better big match wrestler than Shawn Michaels.
I believe in Armageddon.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from San Antonio, Texas, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, representing San Antonio, Texas, is one of the most honored champions in the history of WWE, making his 68th WWE pay-per-view appearance, King. Wow. It'll be only the third for Batista.
Well, with Shawn Michaels, we all saw what happened in Survivor Series. Batista interfering in the Heartbreak Kid's match against Randy Orton and costing Shawn Michaels the victory.
And being accompanied by the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 318 pounds, Batista!
So far tonight at Armageddon, King, Evolution is 1-0. Randy Orton beating Rob Van Dam to win the Intercontinental Championship earlier. And Batista will do everything in his power to make it 2-0 for Evolution tonight.
And so will Nate. Ric Flair led Randy Orton to victory, and I think he's got it in that twisted, sick mind of his that he's going to lead Batista to victory right here as well.
Shawn Michaels has got to get on that horse tonight, use every bit of speed and quickness that he can come up with, and try to frustrate Batista with his movement.
You know, I don't think Batista gets frustrated, though. I think he just gets mad.
There's another great kick. Right now, everything's going the veteran Shawn Michaels' way.
Reversal.
Shawn Michaels switches it up.
HBK can be so unpredictable.
Well, if there's one thing Batista has to do, it's come at Shawn Michaels with power. Ground HBK and pound HBK.
And we all know that when a Batista pounding begins, it doesn't stop. That's his game. Batista is just one big monster, Cole. I mean, what a physical specimen. Look at him. He's got muscles in places most people don't even have places.
And with Shawn Michaels giving up about 100 pounds to Batista, there might be a little bit of an intimidation factor here tonight. HBK isn't easily intimidated, but if there is anyone that could intimidate him, it might be Batista.
Well, let's face it, Batista could intimidate anybody. Batista could intimidate Godzilla and King Kong both at the same time.
Batista has the Nature Boy Ric Flair in his corner tonight, coaching him up on how to take out Shawn Michaels. Flair, no doubt, telling him to go after Shawn Michaels' Achilles heel, that damaged lower back.
And you know what? Batista better start listening to Nate. No one is better at finding weak spots in an opponent than Ric Flair.
Flair has been such a steadying influence for the two young members of Evolution, Batista and Randy Orton.
Some added pressure on Batista in this match because Evolution is gunning for a clean sweep in their matches here tonight. And with Randy Orton already having taken care of his part of the bargain earlier, Evolution hopes resting squarely on Batista at this point.
That certainly does up the ante for Batista, doesn't it? He'll have more than just a...
And there's the elbow drop by Michaels. Well, Shawn Michaels proving that he can go toe-to-toe.
Shawn Michaels, King, he's tuning up the band. Looking for a little bit of sweet chin music.
This is going to be bad for Batista, but wait a minute.
Oh, what a counter. Ooh, spine buster by the Animal. Incredible counter by Batista.
And now it looks like Batista ready to do Shawn Michaels in.
Batista feeling it. Batista going to look for the patented Batista bomb right here.
Shawn Michaels in serious, serious trouble. Here he goes. Well, it looks like it's all over for Shawn Michaels here, but wait.
No, not yet, not yet. Oh, sweet chin music.
And Michaels fell right across Batista. Here's the count.
He got him. Michaels got him.
He's looking at it.
Shawn Michaels has beaten the Animal. I can't believe it.
And neither can Shawn Michaels.
I've got the look.
Well, Evolution will not have a clean sweep tonight thanks to Shawn Michaels. This throws a hugest monkey wrench into the plans of Evolution at Armageddon.
Somehow, someway, Shawn Michaels has survived. His will to win is amazing. What an athlete and what a match. He's the showstopper.
I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy.
The following is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger from San Antonio, Texas, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
It's showtime, and here comes the showstopper. He's a four-time champion, Shawn Michaels, and tonight, can he become the next heavyweight champion of the world? We remember back to the Royal Rumble 1997 in the Alamo Dome, over 60,000 fans on hand to see Shawn Michaels regain the championship. That was almost 7 years ago, and that was the last time Shawn Michaels has competed for the World Championship in his hometown.
Well, this huge arena is packed to the rafters, Cole, and every single person is on their feet going nuts. I mean, they love Shawn Michaels here in San Antonio.
I'm not your boy.
Time to play the game! It's all about the game, and I am playing all control. And if you can take it, it's all about you. And if you can play it, it's all about me. It's gonna make it. I am the game, you don't play me. I am control.
And from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H.
He is an 8-time world champion, Triple H, and here he comes with Nature Boy Ric Flair, who will be at ringside with the game. Triple H knows what's at stake his whole professional life, because the World Heavyweight title means more to that man than anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah, but Shawn Michaels will not be psyched out. He is confident. He is ready physically and mentally.
It is an emotional night, and if Shawn Michaels can do it, he can become the World Heavyweight Champion. You're going to see an eruption, the likes of which we've never experienced.